Right, it is Friday afternoon, just 4:15, and I have spent pretty much the whole day working out one particular aspect of part of my business, and that is the way I want to promote something that I really do believe in a lot, and that is my 5 essential vocal exercises. I've done a lot of teaching over 30 years, and these 5 exercises, even amongst singers who are fairly accomplished, these 5 basic elementary exercises, or I should say concepts of singing, still are quite elusive even for some of these more experienced singers. So I guess over a period of time I started to realise that I would keep on having to come back to these 5 basic exercises, and I can put my hand on my heart and think that I still know some singers who I could say, could you just do this for me please? And they will find it difficult, the concept of some of these very basic tools, singing tools that you need. So when someone comes to me and they really want to know about singing, how to learn how to sing, this is where I point them. And from my own learning, I know there's a great deal of value in how many times you need to repeat this whole, literally, this whole exercise. The whole thing of going for another lesson and going through all the same points again. And if I'm honest, there have been times over the 30 years, especially the years where I was going repeatedly up to London for vocal coaching sessions, when perhaps the children were small and it was difficult, and I'd make all the effort of going there, of course I would, and get there and have the hour's lesson, which was recorded, but how I wished sometimes that it could just be so much more simple, and I could have just maybe even, we didn't have Skype, we didn't have all the technology that we have today, but I did wish so many times, thinking about that long journey in the car up to Notting Hill in London, and then having my hour's lesson and then driving all the way back, how fantastic it would be if I could have had something a little bit more tangible to repeat, to be able to access and look at again and again and again. And whilst audio is fine, sometimes, especially in singing, you need to be able to see what the demonstrations are. I can remember really key, important points in a lesson where David, my vocal coach, will have been demonstrating something to me, and I remember thinking, I'm not sure I'll remember exactly how he was showing me how to do that. And of course, sometimes you can't quite recall that visual memory through the audio memory. You actually need that extra bit. So my 5 essential vocal exercises are real tools. They are real. You have to really know what you're doing. Most singers will know all about sirening, but very few singers that I can think of that I have taught absolutely go to that sweet spot as soon as you get into the exercise. It usually takes them a little bit of concentration, with perhaps me watching them closely, before suddenly the thing will fall into place. And actually, on a slight side note, this week I've part of my teaching was for a young man that I have a very high regard for, because he's very talented and extremely dedicated to what he wants to do, and he has had a lot of success and is having a lot of success with his singing. He's only 15, 16, so I think he's in year 11, very pressured year for him, and he's doing auditions and things, and he's also doing his grade 4 ABRSM exam with me. Now he has these lessons online with me, and we've worked together now really since he was about probably 13 and a half, nearly 14, maybe a bit longer than that. But of course now he's reached a stage where his voice is changing. His voice is changing, and he didn't know what to do about it. And I can honestly say that we are still dealing with these 5 basic essential vocal elements, because they are so essential to anybody who wants to learn how to sing. So I've been spending a lot of time today on the computer, just here, sitting on this stool, going over my video and the messages and making sure that anybody who is interested in starting their journey with me get really good value in things that they receive from me. So for these 5 essential vocal exercises, it's a little mini course, and that means they're going to get 5 separate videos which are delivered to them over a period of about a week. And in the videos I demonstrate each one of these 5 essential exercises, all to do with posture, breathing, onset. The onset of sound, so important, and so important because you want to be able to get it just right. Then there's the sirening, and also we do a fantastic thing called lip trills. So those 5 essential exercises are really important, and I think this little mini course represents really good value, because anybody who gets it takes the course will get that value over and over and over again, all for the cost of 1 hour's lesson with me. In addition to which, I put in 2 bonus videos as well. So each exercise is gone into in quite detail, and then there's an extra video where I put all the exercises together and accompany some of the exercises at the piano. And then I did an extra bonus because I felt it was important that, of course, once you've been going over those exercises for a while, what would you want as a natural progression? You would want some kind of follow-up, something else, something to look forward to. So I put in a 20-minute extra coaching video into this mini course. And of course it's my duty and my professional pride in making sure that these videos are still pertinent, that they're still good value. And so it's been one of those Fridays where I started out early this morning looking at some of the content and then realising that backtracking I ought to update. So it's been one of those Fridays, all very enjoyable, but not exactly how I imagined my Friday was going to be. And if I'm up in the study and if I look outside, it's been a beautiful, beautiful day. And my garden does call to me quite a lot. But hey ho, that's why I'm in business, I guess. Okay, more another day. Bye for now.